And so as I was on my treadmill praying about what we're going to do, the Lord just spoke to me and He says, I want you to tell the men, how long are you going to sit there until you die? There's some of you that are in there's some of you I'm sure that are prospering and doing well and you came here, but there are some people here today that the Lord specifically is speaking to, and you're in a mess. Your situation is wrong. There may be some of you that have come to these men's conferences and you've been here before, and yet you come back this year and you're in the same situation. How long are you going to just keep doing the same thing? You need to recognize that, man, I think it was Einstein that said it's a definition of insanity to do the same thing over and over and expect different results. That's what we see happening with the Democratic Party today. Man, they were pushing all this woke stuff and they lost big time. And now instead of, having an epiphany and saying maybe we ought to do something different, they're just doubling down and doing the same thing. They just had 45 or anyway, all of the senators, U.S. senators voted against this bill that would exclude men from women's sports. All 45 of them. And they asked them why, and they said because that would sexualize, it would expose our daughters to sexual treatment. I thought, how's that? And they're saying because they would have to go, and if they didn't look like a girl, they would have to have a physical examination, and it would expose them to perverts that would come in and examine them and determine their sex, which is so stupid. Did you know you have to get a blood test and get a physical in order to play sports most of the time, and a blood test will tell you whether they're male or female. A little cotton swab on the inside of your mouth will tell you if you're male or female, stuff like that. That's just a lie. It's an excuse. It's dumb. And yet here they are doubling down on this, doing the same thing and expecting to get different results. I don't know how many of you saw the speech by President Trump on Tuesday, but man, they just embarrassed themselves. Do you know, if the Republicans would have been hired by the Democrats to say, how can we totally destroy our image and lose the rest of the nation, the Republicans couldn't have given them any better counsel than what they did. The way that they refused to stand and clap even for that DJ, the little 13-year-old boy and stuff, it was just phenomenal. Anyway, my point is, if you keep doing the same thing and expect different results, that's a definition of insanity. And brothers, there are some of you that you know that there's more. You know that there's so much more than what you're experiencing. That's probably the reason you're here. You're looking for something. Well, I'm saying that this is a word from God that God gave me today and told me that there are people sitting right here that you just keep doing the same thing. You know that you need to change. You know you need to be seeking the Lord. You know you need to commit yourself to the Lord. You know things need to change, and yet you don't do it.